You know, every single time you send an email or just load a web page, you're tapping into this invisible system that is as organized and structured as a massive global postal service. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the rulebook that makes it all possible, the OSI model.
I mean, really think about that for a second. You hit send, and boom, in the blink of an eye, your message has zipped across continents. It feels like magic, doesn't it? But it's not magic. It's actually a super organized, step-by-step process.
And the secret behind it all is something called the OSI model. Honestly, the best way to wrap your head around it is to think of it as the Internet's official postal system. It's a 7-layer rulebook that makes sure a message sent from, say, an Apple computer in Tokyo can be perfectly read and understood by a Windows machine in Toronto. It's the universal language that all our devices speak.
All right, so our data's journey doesn't actually start on the internet. Nope. It starts right there, inside your own computer. Before your email or photo goes anywhere, it has to be properly prepared, addressed, and packaged up.
Now, this is where that postal service analogy really starts to click. First up, at the application layer, you use an app, like Outlook or Chrome, to write your message. That's you writing the letter. Then the presentation layer acts like a translator, encrypting the data for security and squishing it down to save space. And finally, the session layer opens up a stable connection. It's kind of like making a quick phone call to say, hey, get ready, something's coming your way.
And you know, this whole prep work has a technical name: encapsulation. Think of it like those Russian nesting dolls. As your data passes down through these first few layers, each one wraps it in a new digital envelope with some new instructions. By the end, your data is all bundled up and ready for the big journey.
Okay, our digital letter is packaged, sealed, and ready to go. Now it's time to actually send it out into the world. This is where your data leaves the comfort of your device and starts navigating the huge, complicated web of the internet.
First stop is the transport layer. Imagine your email is actually a giant book. You can't just shove the whole thing through a tiny mail slot, right? So this layer rips the book into individual pages, which we call segments. It's also in charge of making sure all those pages actually get to the destination and can be put back together in the right order.
And this is where things get interesting, because you basically have two types of delivery service. First, you've got TCP. Think of this like registered mail. It's super reliable. It tracks every single page, and if one gets lost, it sends a replacement. This is what you want for emails or websites, where every single piece of data is crucial. Then you have UDP. This is more like a postcard. It's way faster, but there's no guarantee it'll arrive. This is perfect for stuff like video streaming or online gaming, where speed is everything, and losing a single tiny frame here or there is no big deal.
So, once our data is broken into these little pieces, it needs a destination address. That's the whole job of the network layer. It